Hi YouTube, it's your girl Soultist. Okay, so I've been really thinking a lot about this, and I decided to just go ahead and do it. I wanted to do like I don't want to say another. Well, I guess you could say that another Ghana tag, but this time I wanted to be remixed because I've been thinking of so many other questions that could have been asked or I could have answered on the Ghana tag that I did not get a chance to. So I want to do it again. And what I did was I came up with a couple of questions on my own. I am going to ask them and then I'll answer them. And probably I will try and type them in the description box so that anybody else who wants to do another tag or who's about to do a tag can add these questions to their set of questions to answer for their Ghana tag. So before we begin, it's gonna be back and forth. Meka tree, meka brofo. If you're Ghanaian, you just understood what I said. If you're not, I'm sorry. But I need to I think people need to know both sides of me. I speak English, I speak Chi. Sometimes I mix it, sometimes I don't. So all you're gonna get in this tag is all me, okay? Alright, so let's start. What is my name? My name is Sewa. Sewa is a common name in Ghana. I mean, it's like Sarah or um what names? Samantha. I mean, it's like a common name in like how Samantha or Sarah is a common name in America. That's how like Sewa is. If you say Sewa, everybody knows directly. Oh, she's you know, probably from the Ashanti tribe or whatever like that. But it's very common. Second question: what tribe am I from? I'm fully Ashanti. Me Asantini, 100%. Like, me mommy fieni, me papa fieni. This is my mom's house, this is my dad's house. They're full Asante. No mixture in me, no color, no nothing. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, whichever one you want to take. But I'm happy. I like who I am. I like being full Ashanti. I just love it. What's the next question? What tribe are you from? Okay. I guess the next question that I would ask. I can't remember. I'm taking this on top of my head, by the way. Next question was, what's your favorite food? Okay, so I told you guys that I like the, plantain with the spinach stew. Let me explain a little bit more. And it has also evolved. Okay, so I like bordie, any kontomre, like meko ayetri, any kontomre, any inkati, any kobe, and as a sardine yetrim. If you're Ghanaian, you just got what I said. What I'm basically saying is I like plantain, boiled plantain with spinach mixed with tomato peppers, peanuts, smoked fish, salty smoked fish, or sardine. And also I like palm oil or oil put on top of it. My favorite food of all time. I can eat it every single day for the rest of my life and I will never get tired of it. My second favorite food, and I know this didn't ask for it, but I'll tell you, is pepper with fish. Mostly I like it with kenke, but I find myself eating pepper with fish with nothing else. So it's like, I can just eat it by itself. I don't need anything added onto it. So I love mekone and chinam. Mekone and chinam is my favorite. I like other meats with pepper. I just like pepper, period. Anything with pepper, I'm good. And it has to be really, like, spicy for me to eat it. I can't eat little spicy food. It has to have a lot of spices in it. So yeah, that's the third question. Um, One of the questions asked, show something in your house that represents your culture. I have a couple of clothing made with the material, with the ntuma, but I'm not really gonna show that because I really don't like them a lot. Because it wasn't my idea. When they sold it, they didn't use my idea to make the clothing, so I'm not a big fan of them. They're alright though, but I'm gonna show you my favorite thing that represents my culture, and it's clothing wise, by the way. So this is my favorite thing that represents my culture. and is the Ghana Black Star jersey. Okay, this is not mine, obviously, because it doesn't have my name on it. Shout outs to the person whose name is at the back of the shirt. But yeah, this is my favorite. My favorite thing and the best thing that represents my country and my house. We're obviously big soccer fans. We watch it, we follow it. My brother's a soccer player. I mean, you name it. The whole family's like soccer field or whatever you want to call it. So that would be the best representation of my family. So yeah. What else? What was the other questions? Oh, what would you like to do to if you could help, what would you do to help? Okay, I think I already told you guys this, that I do want to give back. Is something that I've wanted to do since I could remember. A little bit about my background is, before I came here in 98. Okay, let me tell you guys this story. I came here in 1998. When I came, I was about to be 12 years old, or yeah, I was about to be 12. um I came from a very poor background. Me coming from there and me being where I am now, I'm not saying like I'm super rich right now, because I'm not, but God has blessed me. God has blessed my whole family, taking us from nothing to something. I cannot possibly, I did not ever imagine that I would be where I am right now. I mean, if you guys knew where I was before, you would understand. But anyway, that's what motivates me to want to give back. If you watch one of my videos, I talked about how I do want to do some kind of community service when I do go back home. It's all inspired from that, because I've been there before. I know how it feels like. I know how I wanted help and I didn't get it. I know how people treated me because of, my family status and all that. So, coming from such a background, I can't just overlook it. I can't just be like, I'm not going to do anything. So I do definitely want to give back. I do want to help in some sort of way. I'm not 100% sure, but when I do go back, I definitely will be trying to do the best that I can to get involved in as much things as I can possibly get involved in the little time that I would have. So yeah, that's something that I would love to do. Help out, help the needy, help the poor. Hopefully, what I'm going to school for would also benefit my country one day, because when I do become established enough, I would like to go back home and open an organization that I plan on having it filled with like a whole bunch of people in the healthcare field, especially because since health is like a huge issue back home, we don't really take care of ourselves well. People die mysterious deaths because they don't know. They just get up and you get up one day and say, oh, your auntie slept and never woke up, but they don't really know why. Because we don't take good care of ourselves, and we don't know how to get better health care. So that's something that I would definitely love to be involved in, hopefully one day. So yeah, that's the question for that. Okay, so I decided to make it a little bit more fun by basically bringing in questions about, these questions mostly would go towards people who have who were born in Ghana and came here. If you were born abroad, you might know some of these things, but you might not really have experienced it that much. So, sorry, but you can enjoy it though. I don't know. You can do it if you want. But for me, I was there from kindergarten to class 6, so I had some experience. But the first question that I have is, what is the most vivid memory that you have? Okay, so my most vivid memory is back in class 1. My teacher, she was an Elwood, and I forgot what her name was, but she was kind of weird. She was like nice, and at the same time, she was kind of mean. But anyway, I had gotten my hair all shaved because I had this condition on my scalp, which I couldn't keep my hair on. Like my scalp needed to breathe, so I had to shave my whole head off. So I went to school bald and I looked so weird and everybody laughed at me. And this teacher one time, I got into trouble with, I forgot what it was, but she called me in front of everybody and she hit my head. Like, we get beaten up when you do something wrong. She hit my head like where I had the sore. She hit it, the cane on that side, and it was so embarrassing. I was crying, everybody was laughing. It was just really horrible. That's my most vivid memory um, of Ghana, my childhood. My next question is what genre do you like? Like what Ghanaian genre do you like? So what I mean by that is, are you a high life person? Are you a hip life person? Are you a trip hop? Are you a Ghana hip hop or whatever, the new, are you an oldie or are you a new, a new modern person? But my answer to that is I am definitely a hip life girl. I do enjoy and I absolutely love what's going on now. We're becoming more modernized. Our music is evolving, everything, but I'm still kind of like in the hip life zone, like the time when it was Ochame Kwame, it was Tic Tac, it was on my hippos, it was Obrafo. Those times I enjoy the most because it was beginning. It was something that we had never seen before, and you wanted to know more about it. And lyrics were very important during then because they were trying to establish themselves as rappers, and rappers are lyricists in some form. So during that time, most songs that you got, like Obrafo, you were getting real, in depth. You were getting um, real music. Not saying the music now is fake, but they focus more on the lyrics than the beat back in the day. But now it seems like if you have a beat, especially an azonto beat, you have a song. So yeah, I definitely enjoy the hip life era better than any other era. Sorry, my eyelashes keep falling off. Anyway, anyway, my next question is, let's see. What is your best childhood movie? Okay. My favorite childhood movie was Nico and Sakina. And I really hope somebody remembers this, but I'm gonna sing you the song. So I used to go like Sakina, oh Sakina, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love you from the bottom of my oh Sakina. And the girl would come in and be like, Nico, Nico. Anyway, yeah, that's the song. That's the movie. It was like a very popular song from the movie, so that's really all I remember. But that was my favorite movie of all time because I still remember it till now. Um, my next question is, what is your favorite show from Ghana? Okay, so since I'm really going back, I'm not really talking about the current stuff going on right now. Back in the days, I used to watch shows such as Diabolo, Inspector Bediakon, what was it, Acapulco Bay, um, what was it, Anansi Stories. I mean, those type of shows were the shows that I was involved in. I remember Inspector Bediako was like one of those shows that I was absolutely afraid of, but at the same time, I just couldn't help it. I had to get a dose of it. Like, I had to watch it, even though I would go to sleep and not be able to sleep. Same with Diablo. I wanted to watch it, but every time I watched it, I couldn't sleep on the bed. I just couldn't go to sleep, but I watched them anyway. Those were my favorite. Yeah, so yeah, that's for my favorite shows. Favorite games to play. Okay, so clearly if you go to school in Ghana, you're gonna have games that you would be involved in. We used to play Ampe. Ampe was one of my favorites, even though I lost most of the time. I also liked. I had to ask my brother for this. He said it's called Alikoto, and it's the one that like you get like a pencil or something, and then you put on your hand. You just basically try to, and you make like a sand, like a little sand mountain, and you kind of make sure that every time that you put the pencil in different formations or whatever, it would stick straight inside the sand. Alikoto. If anybody knows it, please explain it to whoever would be wondering what it is. But yeah, I absolutely love that game, even though I was really bad at it. My next question is, oh, and other games that I used to love playing. Oh my gosh, I wrote them down. I used to love playing in crew. You know, like when you would get like the leftover from your mom or your whoever was cooking's leftover, and then you try and make your own little food on the side, just to kind of practice being a woman or practice being a cook one day. I used to love doing. I just couldn't wait to get that small piece of cassava or or that little tomato so that I could make like fufu with soup, or some type of food. I used to love incro. So yeah, the other thing also that I used to love, I'm not gonna say I used to love, but I played it was, I used to play Mom and Papa. Oh my gosh. Okay, so obviously I was involved in Mom and Papa somehow, and luckily I got to play it with this guy that I used to have a huge crush on. Um, Oh my gosh. I remember he used to roll his tire like I'm going to work, and then I'll be like sitting on the chair like relaxed and say, "Okay, honey, go and come back." And it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Just talking about this makes me miss home so much. You have no idea. And I don't know where this guy is. I don't even know where any of the people that I played it with is now. But if you're watching this and I look familiar to you, please get in touch because I would really love to see the people from like way back. It would be great to see you guys when I get there. So yeah, that's the other game that I used to like. My next question. I have a question. Oh, who's your favorite Ghanaian personality? Okay, so my favorite Ghanaian personality, role model, whatever you want to call it, is what's her name? Delay. I'm a huge fan of Delay. Like, I read a little about her and, where she came from, how she started everything. And we both have, I feel like, the vim. When we say vim, it's like, the motivation. We both have vim to do something. And when we know that we want to do something, we just kind of go straight to it. And that's the type of person that she is. And she really inspired me to be a good person overall. Not good as in, oh, I should look nice or whatever, but a good person as in treat others nice, you know, give back, help, be an independent, strong woman, most importantly, is what I learned from her. She's involved in so many things now. She started with a radio station, now she does movies. I mean, she owns her own show, like she has a lot of things going on. And she's my favorite person in Ghana. Like, if I could meet anybody, that would be my number one choice because I have so many questions to ask her. So yeah, that's my favorite person from Ghana. The next question is, are you an NPP or NDC girl? Okay, so I'm not really that into politics, but because my dad and everybody else is Asante, and my dad is like a huge Kufuor fan, I have to say NPP. Sorry, I was like, when Kufuor came out, my dad practically brainwashed me to like believe that Kufuor was like Alpha and Omega or something. So I'm like a huge Kufuor fan. Sorry, guys. I know NDC's out there or whatever, but I'm an NPP girl. Um, are you Asante Kotoko or are you Has? Obviously, I'm Asante Kotoko. I mean, I'm Asante. What do you expect me to do? Go to Has? No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm an Asante Kotoko girl. My video is getting long. Okay, and my last question is, oh no, not my last question. One of the questions I forgot to ask was, what was your school uniform? My school uniform was green and white. Because I went to Achimota Primary. For Achimota Prep, they wore like mustard yellow and brown. Our green and white, we used to call it Amuni Kontomri, and their mustard yellow and brown was Kokontene Katenkwai or something. I forgot, but yeah, I used to wear Amuni Kontomri uniform. I had my hair shaved. I couldn't have any extensions or nothing in my hair, so I looked like a boy practically. Um, the last question that I have on here is, can you recite the pledge? Actually, not can you recite the pledge. Recite the pledge. I'm sorry. I really don't know it. I forgot it. Shame on me. And if you can't recite the pledge, then I don't know what type of Ghanaian that you are. But all I can say is I promise all my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana. That's all that I know, guys. But I do challenge you guys to say, don't go look for it before you do it. Say it and let's see if you're a true Ghanaian. But yeah, so this is my remix to the Ghana tag. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's really long. I'm gonna cut it off now. And don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will post the questions if anybody's interested in them, probably in the description box. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. God bless you.